Welcome back to the Crow's Nest, your home for Sea of Thieves. I'm Captain Jay, and joining me here today live at New York Comic Con is executive producer Joe Neate. Joe, how are you?
Absolutely great. Yeah, it's a wonderful show. I love coming to New York, love coming to the con. Had a great panel yesterday, and yeah, just kind of soaking it in now, enjoying the panel, the show itself.
That's awesome. I have just a couple of questions for you. First up, it's been just over 6 months since Sea of Thieves launch. How far has the game come in your opinion?
Well, it's been a pretty intense 6 months, to be honest. It feels like we've kind of launched a game 4 times in 6 months, right, with all of the different updates we've been doing, you know, so the launch of the game, the 3 big updates since. And it's nice to be able to take a little bit of a breather, honestly, like with Forsaken Shores out and now figuring out how we want to talk about what's coming next and stuff. But I'm really proud of what the team has managed to achieve in that 6 months, right? You know, we had an amazing launch. We had a lot of players, we had a lot of opinions, a lot of people talking about the game, and we really wanted to show our intent of how we wanted to grow and update and evolve the game. And I don't think there's many games of this kind of type, of this scale, that have managed to deliver so much content in such a short space of time, really. So, like, I think when we did a presentation to the team like probably a month ago or something, talking about what we've done and everything, and even just putting everything up on screen, the different images, the screenshots of all these different kind of updates, like the major content updates, the build rat adventures. Like, I'm really proud of what the team's managed to achieve, because they've been working hard, right? They've been working hard leading up to launch. They've been working hard since, all in this live environment where people are playing and giving you feedback and stuff. So, yeah, I think like Sea of Thieves is a much richer game now, and will continue to get so, right, as we move forward. There's lots of fun plans that we've got in the pipe that everyone's working on back at the studio. So, yeah, it's cool, man. It's a very exciting project to be a part of.
Awesome. Speaking of the most recent update, Forsaken Shores has grown the game both physically and mechanically. How do you and the team feel about the positive impact it's had in game?
Really good. We've got a lot of good feedback. You know, there's been lots of feedback around difficulty, and some people saying it's great, some people saying is it not, and like is it a bit too hard? And
dying all the time.
Yeah. So we're looking at that. We'll see how it plays out a little bit over time, and then we'll see what we want to tune and tweak. But it was very much intended to be a challenging kind of introduction to the game, right? And it's an opt-in thing. You have to choose to go there, and the rewards are greater, but you got to take the challenge on. But like, I love it. I love how it feels very, very different to the rest of the world. And the rowboats for me are the highlight, right? Like, they're just such a cool tool. It's so much fun to just sit, like, even together, just sitting there with the guys sitting opposite you, like looking at each other a bit awkwardly. It's just funny, and so yeah, like I've loved seeing some of the kind of screenshots and videos that people have had. I've had like 6 rowboats together, all kind of racing each other and stuff. It's just great, right? I just love that mechanic. I think it's got so much value for the whole game.
Awesome. And now, in usual fashion, what's on the horizon for Sea of Thieves? What can players expect to see next? Any possible Sea of Teas?
I gave it a couple of decent ones in the panel yesterday, actually. And the first one, people were asking if I could say anything about the next major update that's coming. And I gave one word, which we're bouncing around kind of naming of that update at the moment. And the word shrouded might well be in the title. And so, yeah, so there's like that's a little Sea of Teas there for potentially the next update. But there's a couple of kind of bigger updates beyond that the team are working on, and you know, some around competition, around competitiveness and stuff, and some around story and lore and things. And so, yeah, I think there's a couple of things that will really change the way that Sea of Thieves can be played and can potentially appeal to players that maybe haven't yet got into Sea of Thieves. You know, it's not that whole freedom and sandbox nature of Sea of Thieves that it currently is. Appeals to a range of players, but there's some people maybe want some more directed goals or different ways to play. So that's some of the future stuff we've got in the pipe, and you know, and ultimately, like the realities of game development are that if the bigger changes you want to make, or the bigger things you want to bring in, the longer it takes to do that, right? So, so what we've been bringing in so far has been doubling down on what Sea of Thieves is, but as we move forward, giving the team longer to work on more game-changing updates to the game is kind of the strategy we've taken. So, yeah, expect to see some exciting stuff coming up in the future.
Yeah, definitely sounds like we have a lot to look forward to. Again, thank you so much for having me, Joe, and thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed it and want more, click the like button, subscribe to the Crow's Nest, and be sure to hit that bell icon for the latest in Sea of Thieves. As always, I'm Captain Jay, and until next time, fair winds and following seas.